Thank you. Sorry to keep you waiting. Thank you very much for taking your time to attend this briefing related to the homicide which occurred Friday night in the 4100 block of Grand Street. First, would like to extend our sincere condolences to the Buggs family, extended family that's present, Mrs. Buggs. I stood before this group about 2 months ago under the same circumstances, tragic shooting involving an innocent juvenile. At that time, I said these acts are unacceptable. It's violent crime is something that's plaguing our city, and gun violence related to youth violence in particular is alarming and has tragic results, and that's exactly what we've experienced Friday. As you know, the victim was identified as 14-year-old Najir Buggs. He was shot in the upper body. He was walking home with another individual, simply minding their own business, walking down the middle of the road when they encountered one or more persons in a vehicle. What I would like to say to that is we have placed video equipment throughout the city as we continue to expand our surveillance network. We have camera systems throughout the city. That's complemented by camera systems that are likely placed by systems belonging to the housing authority, other private entities, and homeowners. Part of what we do anytime we have an incident such as this is we conduct a canvass and we review all footage. And we are reviewing some footage that captured some of this event. We're looking for a light collared sedan right now. At the appropriate time, we're going to share that footage with you, and as we ask for assistance and leads in this matter. One thing that's been a little troubling to me since Friday is there's been a lack of leads to have come in. One tip that we received through CrimeStoppers simply indicated that snitches get stitches, and that's a statement that I've heard more than once since I've arrived in Columbia, and I can tell you right now that is unacceptable, and we're not going to stand for that. One of the things that impressed me most a couple of months ago as I addressed you all facing a tragedy, another loss of life, was the courage that was displayed immediately following that press conference where we received tips, important tips that helped us connect the dots and bring immediate closure to a tragic event. It helped bring closure to the family, and it helped restore some order in the neighborhood. I would like, at this time, Ms. Buggs, if you feel up to it, is there something you'd like to address the media?
I don't know what to say.
See how you feel about that.
This is not right. It's not right. He didn't deserve this. He didn't bother nobody. Play his sports. Do what he do. He laugh, he joke. They don't know what they took away from us.
I would just like the people to know that my nephew, I've heard some stories and seen some very disturbing stuff on Facebook and Twitter. My nephew wasn't a gang banger. He was just walking home from a basketball game. That's all he ever does is play basketball. Every day he tries to find a game or a court to go play on, and he just happened to be walking back from the court with another one of my nephews, and it's very, very, very tragic. And I just want the people to help, like, get us some closure in this. If you know something, please say something. Please say something. We need to get these people off the street because they killed a 14-year-old child. It was my sister's child. Next time it could be your child. Thank you.
Well said.
I just would like to address the media to the gun violence that's going on across this country. I think that it's time that we put this to an end. Enough is enough. And we don't have to go to war to experience war anymore. It's right here in our own backyard. Gun violence has reached its height, and it's taking lives, innocent lives. Najee was one of the most loving person you would ever want to meet. My grandson. He often talked to me about love, and his belief in everyone was that no one was evil. He always saw the best in everyone. And I often, at times, I had to remind him, the world is not like that, Najee. You must be very careful. But Najee, his heart was set on believing that everyone had the best intentions in them. And this is the reason why he always sought after to make us laugh. To make us smile. But enough is enough. No more families should go through this. At a time of celebrating independence, we got to deal with such a tragedy that has taken away our celebration of family coming together in unison and deal with this. My appeal is that I pray. We are a praying family, and we're going to get through this, and we need closure. I pray that those who are responsible do not carry this burden any further. Don't let someone turn you in. You turn yourself in. You come forward and be that man you're trying to be. Bring closure. Help us that we might be able to go on, because Najee is looking down, but he has forgiven you and we have forgiven you. And we believe that in forgiveness is the point of healing, but we believe also in justice, because no one else should have to go through this. It might be mine today, but it's yours tomorrow. And we believe that this has to come to an end. And I have to bring closure to believe that Najee lost his life to write this message to us today. To let us be able to get beyond the hurt and the pain and to reach across the aisles and bring unison, not in just only Columbia, South Carolina, but the entire world. Thank you.
Thank you. As well said, very much appreciated. I'd like to acknowledge the hard work of our regional officers and our investigation unit. They've done a tremendous job. We're very, very invested in this incident, and to the family, I say that we will find justice and you will have closure. Again, we asked anybody that has any information to call CrimeStoppers. That number is 1-888-CRIME-SC. And I'll be glad to take a couple of questions. if I can respond to some.
Right now, you're looking for a light-colored sedan. Is there any other kind of description of the vehicle that we can put out there that could help probably bring some leads?
No, there's not. We're looking, we're still examining the video, and as soon as we have some more specific information, we'll immediately put it out.
And we'll get a copy of that video picture.
Yes.
At this time, do you believe that although Mr. Bugs wasn't involved in gang, that this was a gang-related shooting? And how does that fit into the larger narrative of violent crime in the city?
We can't make that assumption or draw that conclusion right now. What we can say is it's consistent with the youth violence that we have seen in this community, which is again unacceptable, and but we can't reach any conclusion yet to attach that to a gang.
Do y'all have any idea from the video you've seen, from what you know so far? I understand he was just walking down the street, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Any idea of the motive? Was it robbery, or is any idea why?
No, that's what's troubling and has been puzzling up to this point. Is it's very unclear as to why they were singled out and what the purpose of that was.
You mentioned in the Eric Washington shooting and a couple other press conferences that you felt that shots fired calls is something that's on the rise. It's something that's very troubling to you and to the department. Going forward, what are some of your plans or tactics to kind of crack down on guns on the street and shots fired in the city?
Well, it really, I don't even know if it's even appropriate to talk about numbers at an event such as this. We've seen reductions in violent crime. That means nothing when we have a family that's lost a loved one that sitting in a press conference such as this. One of the things that we are making progress with is the consolidation of the gang units. They hit the ground running every day and have had tremendous success. But the interagency communication that exists between local law enforcement and our police department, I think, has helped bring clearance to many gun violations. We're in a process right now of reviewing a number of gun cases that have been sitting dormant to see if we possibly can resurrect some charges or identify some people that are frequent flyers in relation to gun possession and any type of crime involving a gun.
Does it appear that Nigeria was hit intentionally, or it just happened that a stray bullet hit him?
No, I think it's fair to say it was an intentional act.
So let me ask you a question. Uniform patrol, where there's no cameras, you ought to have community patrol within the city. There's no cameras.
You have to ask that again, sir.
Where there's no cameras, do you have community patrol in designated areas such as over on Grand Street? Where there's no cameras.
You mean, do we have a uniform patrol? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For each shift.
Each shift, yes, sir. Thank you all for coming, and thank you all for being here as well.